video, we get my LS swap twin-turbo Foxbody Mustang, gets new motor mounts, tranny mount, and headers built.
Thank you for watching the TDC Hot Rods YouTube channel.
Hey guys, so the car we're working on today, well at least in this video, is one of my personal cars that I it's not been in the shop for 2 years. I haven't done a lot to it, so we're gonna do a real quick recap on it, just for a refresher for all of you that haven't been here before, and get to work on it. So it's my 93 Foxbody Mustang. Originally had a big block Chevy in it, has twin 76mm turbos, turbo 400, all tubular K-member in the front with coilovers, factory rear suspension as of now. So the biggest, coolest part of the whole thing is, I think, the location of the turbos. There's one there, one there. I lobbed the whole front end off. This just has a tube system in the front to help hold the front clip on. You can see that there. And one wire there to unplug the front clip. The other cool part is the fuel tank. Oh look, that needs to go on the engine. But fuel tank overflow for the radiator. Radiator, missing a fan, but I have it. Fuel pump and water pump all in the back here, and a tranny cooler. So I haven't worked on this thing forever. I originally was building it for like a drag and drive car, something that would hook really good on the street and would be a lot of fun to drive everywhere. I lost the old engine in it, so now it has a 6.0 LS. I think it'll be a better platform than what was in it, especially because it's a budget-friendly car. Almost everything on it is either junkyard or eBay, Amazon special stuff, and I'm just ready to pull it out and have a good time. So what we're gonna get started on first is I bought an oil pan for it that needs to go on there, and then rebuild the engine mount because it originally had the big block one in it and the tranny mount. And then after that, we'll get started on the headers. So we're gonna get to it. So I'm super happy with what I just did. So we got an oil pan on it. We got space under there. I did go ahead and modify the transmission mount. So where I had it sitting before for the pan that I thought I was gonna put on it, I moved the engine forward 3/8 of an inch and up 1/2, 3/4 of an inch, depending on which side you're looking at, because I made sure that the pinion angle was right. But that being said, I got the motor mount brackets built. Oh, all of you downhill welding guys, I guess that's gonna fail because that was done downhill. Anyways, haha. So I got both of those done. The tranny mount is done, but the car is sitting too low to show you that. So I'm super happy with that. So what I gotta work on now is I'm gonna work on the headers going to the turbo kit that I had for the big block. And as you can see there, those two don't quite touch. So I have the V-band to cut off the big block headers. So I need to cut that off, and then on this one, I'm literally just gonna cut this here and weld a piece of tube from there to the V-band. So this side should be really easy, just like it was on the big block. This side, on the other hand, is a different story. You can see that don't fit there because it's sitting on an angle, and it isn't even anywhere close to fitting there. And for those of you that see this, yes, I am fixing that before I drop. Oh, that's bad. This whole entire piece is getting cut out as soon as the engine comes out. Anyway, so this one I'm gonna have to do like I did on the big block. So I'm gonna hopefully just cut it right here and then angle it and weld it back up, and then do the same thing as I did I'm doing on the other side, and cutting the 3-bolt flange off and welding on a V-band. Hopefully that's all it takes. I don't know if that's gonna be the case, but that's what I'm hoping for. So I'm gonna get this header off of here and get to cutting it off and see if we can make it better, see what happens. There we go. So I ended up taking parts of the old big block header because I didn't have enough bends to make the rest of these work. And because this is made in China, stainless, I couldn't get the TIG welder to work very good, so I ended up MIG welding it, which is whatever. Not very proud of that, but whatever. So I got 2 headers made into one, but we got a header. And I was looking down here at this factory pipe that I had for the big block, and I don't love how low my wastegate sits, nor do I love how close it is to the K-member. So I'm gonna unwrap this and cut it up here and move this up and twist it over. That way the alignment from this header to the V-band clamp lines up better. I think that'll be super awesome. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do now. All right, so after a lot of movement and all kinds of other fun stuff, we finally figured something out. So it's just tack welded in. The wastegate is way higher. It'll clear the control arm, which is awesome, because before it used to poke down way low. And also I thought I was gonna have to lengthen this here, the header, but I ended up welding the V-band right to the header. So I am happy with that. I'm not happy with how this is rusted, but the material is still good enough that I'm going to take all of this heat wrap off, and I'm going to actually sandblast the whole pipe and then coat it. And I'm going to keep the heat wrap off of here. I got to keep it on there so it protects the outside of the fender, but all of this is going to come off. But yeah, anyway, that's all tacked up. So now I just got to take that off and fully weld it. But before then, I'm gonna work on this side. So this side, it's way too close to the oil pan here, and I don't love the sharp angle that this would have to be to extend from there to there. So I don't want the heat wrap on here because of how it's rusting it. So I need to move this all out of the way, and then I'm gonna cut down here and move it over, and then maybe even cut it here and go up with it. I'm not exactly sure. I'm just gonna cut it one time and we'll kind of see what happens. So I'm gonna start working on that next. All right, there we go. So it's not fully welded, neither side, either one of the sides are, and this side actually fit up a little bit nicer than this one, but I definitely will be able to weld it up really nice. So I ended up cutting it here, as you can see, and then so like twisting it, and then I actually went up a tiny bit, and I got, that's the flange there. That's still hot, so I don't want to touch it. That flange there was down here. So I was able to cut it off and then just add this little piece in, and it's pretty straight, pretty darn straight. So, and it should weld up really nice. I'm not going to weld this side or that side up. I'm not going to weld them up all the way until they're off the car, and I can, I might tack them up a little bit. Anyways, I'm gonna wait till they're off the car to weld them up fully, so I can know that I'm getting a really nice, good weld all the way around. And then I'm gonna sandblast all the pipes, including the header, mostly because of this side where I had to add that piece. And then the whole things are gonna get, they're gonna end up black. So yeah, this video was awesome. We got the engine moved forward, the tranny mount modified, the motor plate mounts done. There's actually a whole bunch of stuff here that I've been doing off camera, just mocking up, trying to prep for an upcoming event that I would like to go to that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it to with this car, but if I could, that'd be cool. Because I only get to work on this thing way late at night, or on weekends, if that. So the only other thing I need to do is I need to get the fuel pump off of this thing, because I gotta send it off and get it rebuilt. So that's what we're gonna do now, is get the fuel pump ripped off of this bad boy. Voila! Well, I got it off, and now I can see where it was leaking. I always thought it was leaking around this base. And man, that baby's dirty, but that's what happens when it sits under the car. So it sits under the back of the car like this, so all the road grime can get up in here. But yeah, I always thought it was leaking, and now I see right there. I'll bet there's a sill between there, but that is above my pay grade because I don't have a flow bench or nothing for that. So it's going back to Aeromotive, and we're gonna make sure that it's good to go because we don't want this thing to lean out. Yeah, anyways, we got everything done. I'm super excited. I'm super stoked to actually be, man, it's windy. It's also late, but it's windy. I'm super stoked to be able to get back on this thing. There's an event at LS Fest in Vegas that's not too far away from me that I'd like to have this too, but if it's not there, then it'll be okay. But I would really like to have it there. Anyways, that being said, I ordered some parts. So I am putting an intercooler on it. The car's never had an intercooler before. I'm gonna put an intercooler up here. It'll come down there, and then up there. And I ordered the coolant lines and thermostat stuff for the coolant. But that is gonna be in a different video. So that's gonna be a wrap on this one. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, all the stuff that's free. Gotta remember it's free. So just hit the button. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll have another video out on this soon as all my parts show up for that. We got plenty of other content coming, and it has already been up. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, night, evening, whatever it is when you're watching this. We'll see you on the next one.